All right, things are looking pretty promising here so far with these carbs. I'm quite surprised. If you look at underneath there aren't any, there's no evidence of any white crust or anything sticking on there. The slides are clean and the needles are free of any accumulation or anything. So I think I might get lucky. I will pass an acupuncture needle through the pilot jets there, but I really don't think there's anything in them anyway, because when I looked in these float bowls, this is usually where any junk is going to accumulate first, and there's almost nothing in the what is that? That'd be the right hand bowl. The left hand is the one that usually gets the accumulation in it from the bike sitting over on that side, on the side stands. There's a little bit in there, but I'm going to spray a little bit of cleaner in there and that should come right out the main jet. Okay, I've got those carburetors soaking with a little bit of simple green in there. I find that stuff works pretty good on cleaning up carburetors. We even use this on our ultrasonic cleaner that the club owns, and it's really pretty good stuff. And you know, if I'm just doing a simple cleanup job like this that I don't need the ultrasonic for, I'll just do this right here on the bench and use the old simple green in it. Anyway, while that's soaking, and it shouldn't take too long because like I said, it's just a little bit of basically it's particulate rust in there, and that'll come out real easy. So I wanted to show you what this Boyer unit is doing. I'm just going to hold the battery posts on here, and I'm putting them on and off. As you can see, I'm basically turning the ignition on and off just by touching the battery, but I'm not getting a spark here at the plug at all, which I should if this system is working right. So I'm going to just hold that battery post down there, keep my ignition light on, and I want to show you. I'm just going to very slowly turn this engine over, and I'll show you what that spark plug is doing. Now, listen, watch very closely here. You will see. Let me see if I can get a better look at that. Look at all the spark that's coming off of there. Sorry for all the flopping around. Whoops, way all of a sudden. Oh, you can't see that, can you? There, let's try that. Just turn it very slowly. Flash, 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 flash. Yeah, see that? It's a whole bunch of sparks coming off there, and I should be getting one turn for every compression stroke on the cylinder, or one spark for every compression stroke on the cylinder. Anyway, that's what it's doing. It's not supposed to do that. So, anyway, I'm going to change those boxes and those pickups over while I wait for those carburetors to soak. I think I might have mentioned that I hate electronic ignition, and here's why. Well, for starters, the wiring was a mess in this bike. The reason why I was getting a million sparks out of those plugs every time you turn the engine over was they had the ignition hooked in to the output from the generator. So that makes real good sense about why I was getting all those weird signals. Anyway, I've got the lights off right now, and the ignition is on, as you can see from that red light. So I'm going to give this a good kick over, and hopefully you'll be able to see some good sparks coming out. There you go. Whoops, I dropped the plug. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. You can see the good flash coming out of those plugs there. So anyway, I finally got ignition. But here's the thing, is that was a brand new Boyer unit that I put in there. And this is about the third time I've had one of these brand new units fail right out of the box. That's another reason why I hate electronic ignition. Anyway, once I got all the wiring sorted out and hooked up the right way, I tried to figure out why that new box wasn't making a spark. I changed the wires and I checked the connections and continuity up there all through the system. And I gave up trying to get a spark out of the new box. I put the old box on there. I gave the kickstand or the Kickstarter a little whirl, and I had a spark. So I took it apart probably twice again, checking my wiring and my connections. And the bottom line is that that new unit has failed right out of the box. That one there, that's probably 30, 35 years old and still working. So they're unfixable when they go. There's nothing you can do but replace them. But when you try to replace them with a brand new one that's already bad, well, what are you going to do about it? Anyway, I'll keep on fiddling around with this, and I got to get the carburetors back together. But as I was mentioning, they're pretty clean right now. I'll take a quick walk over to the bench. As you can see, I've stuck the main jets back in there, so that's ready to go. And I've got the float bowls all cleaned out now. There's almost nothing left of that nasty old rust that was laying in the bottom of them. So that's ready to go back together, and I should be able to give it a hook pretty soon and see if it goes. But right now, I've spent 3 hours fiddling around with that ignition system. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm going in and have a cup of tea.